Yeah, like why would I have to take my shirt off every time to show you what I look like? At this point, like if you look like shit under your clothes, I wear so much clothes these days. Y'all don't see me being naked on the Instagram. Y'all don't see me flexing the physique. Y'all don't see because that's normal. That's standard. That's just what it's supposed to be. When we move about and decide to be like, yeah, be in shape and you work out, it creates this warped ass perception as if this shit isn't called being a normal human being. Oh yeah, you should be motivated, be sober. You motherfuckers is dysfunctional. Y'all are dysfunctional. Y'all are low functioning individuals. High quality individual, high quality person, that's what it's called being. It's called being a high quality individual, a high quality being. Most of you are so fucking low functioning and y'all operate around so many other low functioning individuals and compare yourself downward to lower functioning individuals that you really can't even allow yourself to realize that, wow, like you compare downward and not upwards. You live on a at least bare minimum ass lifestyle, a bare minimum ass existence instead of a at most. You know, I learned from an individual, you know, do what you can't do. Do what you can't do. And I said that to one of my friends, one of my beloved friends yesterday as I was meeting with him over coffee. He's like, yeah, I'm going to just do what I can. And I'm like, no, do what you can. Every inch past what you can is the growth space. Every inch past what you believe you can. And most of y'all believe what y'all believe y'all can is so tiny, it's disrespectful to what even really exists out here. Let me stay focused on the point, though. So my whole thing is that I've come to the recognition that most people aren't really willing to be great. It's as simple as that. It's like what we offer here, superior instruction. We realize now that superior conduct is the only gateway. Nobody could provide you conduct. Conduct must come from you. It only comes from you. So your existence in your life is a product of your conduct. We all know this. This is a fact. You don't have to agree. You can disagree. It doesn't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Laws of universe don't give a fuck. It is what it is. You feel me? So sticking to the script, your existence is a product of your conduct. Now, to rise to superior conduct, you're going to need superior instructions. You can't do what you don't fucking know about, right? Why your world is yours. So this is why I give y'all all of the clarity in the world. I give y'all all of the options in the world. But everybody would love to say that they'd love to be a better person. Everybody would love to just claim that they want to be great. Oh, I want to. But it's like, there's way more wannabes in the world than there are actual people being. That's interesting to look at considering how many people want to be. So it's like, all right, you really wouldn't or really don't want to be more, because if you did, you would do everything in your power to never be less. Right? Not do everything in your power to be more. You do everything in your power to never be less. It's a different mindset. It's a different approach. Whatever why your world is yours, you know, most of y'all would love the Percocets, not the Percocets, the perquisites, the perks that come with, that's funny as fuck, the perks that come with being great. Y'all would love that. Y'all would love the fit body and the esteem and the respect that it gives you and gets you and affords you. You would love the clarity of mind that comes with sobriety so you can concentrate on manifesting, believing, and creating the world that you want unimpeded upon, right? Without having a borderline OCD fucking panic attack when you don't have your little baba, your little, whatever the fuck your substance is, or your phallic symbol addiction, dick in the mouth. Yeah, it's really like that, you feel me? Food, whatever, drink, smoke, rig, whatever. Phallic symbol, dick in the mouth, right? Shouts out to Pookie from New Jack City. That's y'all. Anyway, y'all would love to have money. Y'all would love to have the peace and the power and the poise and the repose that comes from truly knowing, not thinking, not living off of superstition, not living off of delusions, not living off of delightful fancies, but actually sitting in the repose of the seat of knowledge that comes with enlightenment. Y'all would love all of it. You would love to be sober, fit, enlightened, and getting rich. You want to enjoy the perks that come with that, right? But you wouldn't really want to be a greater person, because if that was the case, then you'd sign up. You would stop investing in your own self-destruction. You'd stop believing that, wanting to believe that you're right, even though you know you're wrong. You know, I wrote down just now in a caption, I was in one of the highest frequencies I've been in a very long time. And I said, those who fail to learn will eternally burn. Those who fail to learn will burn internally for eternity. That's hell. You don't even recognize that. All of y'all are so outwardly focused. Sheikhy Chic is literally one of the only ones out here who has that depth of contact with inner being that it's really, to the most, y'all won't be able to see it, to tell, to differentiate, to distinguish, to discriminate the difference, to discern the difference. But being that I am who I am, there are people who are extremely highly esteemed on this planet who have, and there are plenty of them. One of my favorite people, Sheikhy, you're too deep. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is too deep? I'm deep. I'm deeper than most, but too deep, the world is too shallow, you know? And my whole end goal was never simply about making money. I truly believe and I'm attracted to the intrinsic value attached to conduct and the liberation of the soul. So like I said, those who fail to learn will internally burn for eternity. And that's how we know most people are actually extremely superficial. It was never about the muscles for me. It was about the value of being strong. And like I said, it's not about do everything to be great. It's about doing everything to never be less than great, right? So you secure the perimeter by discipline is simply making sure shit is done, handling responsibly and not leaving shit to a margin of risk and liability because you and your feelings don't feel like handling business, crossing your T's and dotting your I's and tying your shoes and being laced up. Right. That's what discipline is. Discipline is just holding it down. A lot of y'all just let shit go to shit. I say it now. I said to an individual over dinner, I said, the fact that you allow your life to go to shit shows that you really don't think your life is worth shit. Y'all allow your lives to be shit. Low functioning. You choose to function at a low level. And you're being held accountable to that even if no one in the world existed. Your state of existence, your state of subjective existence is inextricably tied to that. So you will internally burn for eternity to the degree that you operate at inferior degrees of conduct in alignment with universal principles. We can't give you the conduct. We can provide you the instructions. Then you have to be an individual who really wants to be a better person. We don't got to curse you out. We don't got to berate you. We don't have to bust out the whips and treat you like a slave when you don't do the right thing. We don't need to punish you. Your existence is the punishment. Your existence is the punishment. Now, wow, bro. Mediocrity, punishment for the weak. It makes sense. Your existence is the punishment, bro. For you deciding to not live in alignment with the divine insistence from within. Whatever why your world is yours. I can't show you everything. I can't show you the internal realities. You need to have a certain degree of vision and mind and mental capacity to be able, and enough courage to allow yourself to see these things. Because most of y'all are plagued and tormented by what happens in your imagination when you get sober. All of the memories of all the things you've done to betray yourself rush back in. All of the unreconciled emotions about those scenarios bombard you. And that's why you seek to tranquilize and narcotize yourself with drugs, because your inner reality is fucked up. This is why we know everybody who's on any substance has a fucked up inner reality, an inner world that no one else can see but them. No one else can experience but them. And it's when you find peace and stillness within the calm of your soul. It's when you find peace and stillness within the inner depths of your vibrational ocean. You are an ocean of energy. You are an ocean of energy. And y'all lack stillness within. So And y'all lack stillness even without. As soon as the drugs fade off, y'all be back. So really, y'all never have peace. Y'all never have power. Why your world is yours. The school for applied enlightenment is only gonna grow. It's $15 a day. $15 a month. And that's 50 cents a day. If you really want to be a better person, you'll invest in yourself. If you don't want to be a better person and you just want the results, well, guess what? That's the barrier between you and the higher reality. Your sincere desire to be a better person and the sincere effort associated with that. The universe ain't gonna give you shit, give a fuck about you. Motherfucker, you gonna phase out of time so fast, you don't even know. 80 years ain't shit, 100 years ain't shit. Y'all tripping. Who y'all listening to? Who y'all following? What philosophy you guided by? Why your world is yours, seek the validation of your conscience. But it all begins with truly wanting to be a better being. Most of y'all really just don't really want to be a better being. You're really a bare minimum motherfucker, a low functioning individual. Some of us just cannot tolerate being less, especially consciously. And some of us cannot choose a delusion. We'd really prefer the truth so that we can adjust. Because as soon as you acknowledge the truth and you realize how much of a piece of shit you really are, you can either get in your feelings and feel like a piece of shit for being a piece of shit, or you can be like, wow, I have now the opportunity to address how much of a piece of shit I am and become great. And once you really put in the work, you'll wake up one day and be in a reality and an existence where you are no longer that piece of shit because you chose to not be that piece of shit. And now you have a level of clarity that is afforded by very few. I asked a multimillionaire. One day I'm working out with a multimillionaire in the morning. Vibes. I asked a multimillionaire, I said, what is it like to walk the earth and not have to think about money? He said, then that's when you get to start to solve the real problems. Why your world is yours. Y'all are so abound to very petty, solvable problems that are linked to your conduct because you refuse to rise to a higher degree of conduct, a higher degree of personal functioning, a higher superior degree of being, that y'all will never be able to see life clearly. Y'all are always worried about very petty amounts of money, and y'all are trapped to it because your food, shelter, water, security is all there. Right? Especially you drug addicts who need drugs too. Fucking all of that shit is tied to it. So, and y'all only do bare minimums. You look like shit, you feel like shit, you physically live in a body that's really a vessel that's a piece of shit. I would never live in it. It's just like, if we swap bodies immediately, I would feel immediately sick and you would immediately feel what it feels like to live in a body that's been well kept, well protected, well respected. Y'all don't know yourselves. Y'all don't have any clarity around what existence truly is. You don't know where you are, who you are, what you are, no, you don't have a purpose. You just living based on an identity that they've ascribed to you, and it's really not even in your best interest. So y'all don't got the money, y'all don't have the physique, y'all don't have the clarity, y'all don't have the sobriety, y'all don't have it. So once you become sober, fit, enlightened, and get rich, this is when you can afford to actually see life. Until then, you're always seeing life at a lower frequency. It's the ignorant individual who can't see that there's more to see, and who only believes what they see, who never sees. Why your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. Seek the superior instructions and rise to a superior degree of conduct. Only way you're ever going to liberate yourself from burning internally for eternity.